So I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year, so they should keep it for us. We are coming for it next year.
And big congratulations to the boys from Legon, Presec, Odadie. We are indeed proud of you. Illumini with the Bimos Lumen. Tonight, Presec has made it 6. It didn't come as a surprise, did it? Holding the record, 5-time winner record. Presec is the indomitable best science boys school in Ghana. You can't do anything about it. The science and data, the record is clear. The evidence is clear. The most achieved secondary school in terms of science is very, very obvious. Tonight, we're going to celebrate Presec before we talk about Stonebwoy, as he says his name is. Now, it's interesting because last year, Presec were in the final and they lost to St. Augustine's College. I believe for Augustine's, it was the first time or so that they won the science quiz. They were quite elated, and you can understand them. If you win it for the first time, you are happy. So they were happy. But the boys came to the studio and they were determined. That's the story about Presec. You see, they teach us how to be determined. They teach us that if you don't get this now, you can get this later. And you can get anything. Whether it's good, not so good, anything that you set your eyes on, if you don't get it this year, you will get it next year. And I was excited that that spirit has been inculcated in the boys. When they sat in the studio last year, they told me, they promised me that they are assuring St. Augustine's that the trophy that they are holding, they are just keeping it for Presec. Next year, Presec will come for it. And didn't Presec do it in grand style? I mean, to quarantine Adisadel and put them under lockdown with Opokuwari and grab the trophy from them, just snatch it away from them. When I saw the semi-final, and when Presec had that ferocious performance at the semi-final, where all the other semi-finalists who came, successful semi-finalists, were struggling to sort of come through, Opokuwari and Adisadel, they sort of struggled to come through. Presec just walked through it like that with such huge marks. I knew that the final would be a done deal. And this afternoon, right from the word go, the entire atmosphere spoke to the fact that the boys from Presec have come back to claim their place. And last year, they told me they would. Here's what happened in the studio last year. Have a
So I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year. So.
And you see that we all clapped. And you see, we clapped because we believe in the spirit of Odadie. We believe that once we have set our eyes on something, we are going to achieve it. St. Augustine's were told, they didn't listen. They were not paying attention. When we said that trophy, just hold it. Next year, we are grabbing it. And we didn't just grab it. We grabbed it in style. Let's listen to that prophetic story from that boy again. Let's hear it again. This was in the studio, July 2019. Right here in the studio. I sat here, he stood here, and he made that prophecy. Hear it again.
I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year, so they should keep it for us. We are coming for it next year.
I can't stop playing this one. I mean, I've been watching it all this afternoon. And I'm going to find that boy. He's finished school now. He's gone abroad, I believe, to study science and become a doctor. Later today, I'll show you a video that you may have seen. Some doctors who were performing their surgery, they heard the story, and they burst out into one of our songs. I mean, the song that we played just now is not actually the school anthem. It's one of our songs. We have many songs, and they burst out singing one of those songs. I'll teach you how to sing it after I've showed the video. But let's hear the prophetic story again.
So I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year, so they should keep it for us. We are coming for it next year. So I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year, so they should keep it for us. We are coming for it next year.
But you see, we didn't go to the finals alone. We went to the finals with two other schools. It's unfortunate. You have to commend Adisadel. Many years ago, they were not even part of this, the elite schools in the science and maths quiz. Over the last 5 years, Adisadel College from Cape Coast have been doing the finals. They won once and they've been represented in most of the finals over the last 4 years. Commendations to them. Today, they met their masters, and so it was impossible for Adisadel to do anything at all. They just couldn't handle it. You know, it's like, you know, Chelsea play Manchester United. You know, it doesn't work that way. You know, so Adisadel, we appreciate the effort that they are putting in. It's very hard for them to defeat their masters. They certainly can't. Neither could Opokuwari. But on a program like this, which is a public platform, we cannot celebrate Presec and ignore to celebrate the defeated Adisadel College. And I'm doing this in particular for 3 persons who attended Adisadel. Godfrey Dame is the Deputy Attorney General. He's one of those that I'm doing this for. The Leonard Otchere is the Honorable Minister for Works and Housing. We can't leave them on a night like this to be just lonely and grieve. We have to celebrate them. Otherwise, they will grieve all the way. And the Honorable Kennedy Japan, the Member of Parliament for Asin North, is also another one for whom I'm going to do this. What am I going to do? I'm just going to play that Adom anthem so that, as they say in Chi, because today is a very bad day for them. I mean, you go into a contest that you know that you'll be defeated, but you didn't know that you'll be so heavily defeated. You know, that kind of thing. You know, the other day, if you were watching the English Premier League, there were some score lines, 6, 7, that kind of thing. So you are going in, you know you'll be defeated. You know that you will not beat Presec. You know you are going to the National Science and Maths Quiz with Presec, the indomitable 5-time holders, the best science boys school in Ghana, maybe West Africa, maybe in Africa. You can't beat them. You are sure about that. It's not possible. You're not going to defeat them. But you think that there are 6 rounds of contest, and so there's going to be some seesaw here and there, up and down, the valley, the mountain, something like that. That's what you think you can achieve. And then right from round 1, you are whipped, you know, hammered, catapulted all the way, humiliated from round 1 to round 6. That's bad. That's humiliating. We can't leave that just like that. So tonight, here is our Adom anthem. Godfrey Dame is Deputy Attorney General. Otchere is Member of Parliament for Abuakwa South and Honorable Minister for Works and Housing. And Kennedy Ejapon is the Member of Parliament for Asin, and he's a people's man. Adom people. Sorry. That disco list, I think people are actually sympathizing with them a lot, because people are sending me information that, oh, you didn't mention this guy. He's also very lonely tonight. If you don't play the song for him, we don't know what will happen tomorrow morning. They're all very lonely tonight. It's very difficult for me, you see, because he's a great guy. The Honorable Minister for Trade and Industry, Honorable Alan Chamati, is from Adom Otchere as well. I know a lot of them go there. And my good friend, lawyer Mesa. He is the member of parliament for Second D. They call him Bobo. You see, I knew Bobo in Commonwealth Hall. I didn't think that he went to a disco. He's such a great guy. He's a very intelligent guy. I didn't know he went to a disco. Somehow I thought he probably went to Presec or something like that. He didn't go to Presec, but maybe not at Adisadel. But never mind. Adisadel came second. I have to do this again for Alan Chemate and lawyer Mesa. But before then, let's celebrate the victors again. Whilst we get their photographs and put it on, let's celebrate the victors again. It's a 6-time win for Presec.
So I want to tell the St. Augustine's boy to keep our trophy well. We are coming for it.
Excellent.
We are coming for it next year, so they should keep it for us. We are coming for it next year.
Meanwhile, later today, we're going to have a great time with Associate Odadie, Stonebwoy. He gave us such a fantastic interview yesterday, and we spoke about everything. We spoke about VGMA, we spoke about Batman Samini and him, we spoke about Davido, we spoke about free SHS, we spoke about politics and the youth elections, voting, registration. All of that is part of the interview coming up tonight. So we have a great night tonight. Can you imagine? You get an interview to watch with Stonebwoy, and you have Presec winning the National Science and Maths quiz. Not just winning, but winning by such an amazing, commanding margin. Okay. There were some Presecans in hospital. You know, Presec is a great science school, so most of our people end up at the hospital as doctors, surgeons, you know, anesthetists, etc. They were conducting surgery, as it turned out, and have a look at what happened to them when they were told that the obvious had happened in grand style. This is what happened. Did you see that? Did you see that? They're saying, Illuminituo, Illuminituo, videbimos lumen. In thy light, we shall see light. It's one of the songs that we sing. The second stanza is, all my sins shall be taken away, and all of that. It's a Ghanaian song, actually. Illuminituo, Illuminituo, videbimos lumen. In thy light, we shall see light. Let's have a look at it again. But people are asking me, is that in Ghana? I think it's in Ghana. What do you think? I think it's in Ghana. Let's have a look. Or the doctors. beautiful land, with the beautiful land, in the light, in the light. As a spirit of Presec, that's what Presec can do to you, the spirit of Odadie. You'll be performing surgery, the patient is gone under anesthesia. You hear that the grade school have done the obvious in grand style. You can't hold back. The spirit will just come into you like that. If you're watching me and you are 9 years old and you want to go to Presec, call me. We will work together. You and I will work together. You go to Presec, you go to Engman House, and you become a great 30-year-old many years from now. You are 9 years old, you want to go to Presec. I will work with you and you will go to Presec. Okay? All right. I wish all the 9-year-olds will go to Presec. That's the only place to. 9-year-old boys will go to Presec. That's the only place to go anyway. You want to go to Adisadel? Maybe. Honorable Alanche Martin and Honorable Lawyer Mesa. Lawyer Mesa is Member of Parliament for Second Year. Alanche Martin is a Minister for Trade and Industry. Sorry. This is for you. Adisadel came second. A disco song says they shall never be beaten. I don't know how they're going to sing that song. We shall never be beaten. I don't know how. I don't know how they're going to sing that. Really? A disco shall never be beaten? Adisadel shall never be beaten? Hail Adisadel because they shall never be beaten? Wow. I can understand why tonight they are not doing so well. Okay. Next, we're going to go to Stonebwoy, and I think I have a birthday dedication that I'm looking for right now. Sometimes we do birthday dedications for some of our viewers who are regular. Sorry, trying to remember the name. Okay. Tomorrow is the birthday of Madame Joyce, one of our famous regular viewers based in Germany and also in Ghana. Here's a photograph of Madame Joyce. Happy birthday to you tomorrow, and many happy returns. She is such an ardent viewer of the program. Any part of the world that she's in, she tunes in and she sends us messages and she's watching. That's her, I believe, in some of the photographs that she took in Germany, and she's also resident in Ghana. I'm not sure how old you'll be, Madam Joyce, but tomorrow. But congratulations, happy birthday tomorrow, and thank you for being such a faithful viewer of Good Evening Ghana. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's her in her chic appearance. Happy birthday. Okay, so if you haven't seen the promo to the Stonebwoy interview and you don't know what to expect because you didn't see it on Facebook, here's the promo. Capturing different aspects of it. We put it out on Facebook and people have commented variously. Here is what we put out as a teaser for the show that's coming up tonight. This is Stonebwoy and Us. Charlie, no, you be the boss. So tell me, what you do expect from this interview? We're going to be talking for 1 hour, and you say we can ask you anything.
Did I? How did they speak that English?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah. Small.
But I mean, it's good because I'll be able to also answer some new things that will teach me.
Let me start with your personality, Stonebwoy. So,
yes, sir.
Are you temperamental? Is it that you can't tolerate other views, or you can't tolerate rubbish views? And you know, because you know you do the right thing, you want to do the right thing. You see this guy is talking some rubbish. What's the thing about Stonebwoy and temperament? I'm going to put you in a small box right now, because for youth, education is important. The MPP say free SHS is the biggest thing to have happened. That's the big deal for this election. Everybody look at it and vote for us. BIM Nation President, have you looked at free SHS? Is it a good thing?
Education is a good thing. You know, whoever brings it on has brought it for us, for everybody, for the people of Ghana. And that is what I stand by. It's an election year first and foremost. We need peace. All that is happening in the Volta region, I'm not happy about, because I'm 100% Voltarian, who has his roots inside of Togo and beyond. So I beg my people in the Volta, because akodada yi me anile ta maganya ba amaru na chuba yo wujre na uchane na bagbla na mi mon ko ni yo na mi ko mi aga no mala manu na mabubu do ba no mo na tapa na gbla ro no ba ni ba mi awe mi sango mo.
That's a beautiful peace message. Okay, so let's see your studios now.
Some say for more for Nana, some say Achake me.
Yeah.
I think we've heard it before when President Mahama was Achake me and for more. So I will vote owing to the things that I know, and I beg of you to also keep your eyes on the ground. Don't listen to hearsay.
Okay, so I wear this, right? Father, lead me day by day, ever in thine own true way. Teach me to be pure and true. Show me what I ought to do.
Thank you. So let's hear that song.
Yes.
Say you be the beat of my heart. Want you to know, say me could I never part with you. Yeah, you don't know you're in tune to Good Evening Ghana with the most honorable Mr. Paul Adom Otchere. You don't know. Keep it in. Don't log off. Yeah, the channel is here. Let it stay. Bim. Let's.
Keep it here, don't log off. Bim, don't laugh at my voice. After the break, plenty of Stonebwoy. This is Good Evening Ghana, and it's live.
Why are you running? You're almost knocking me down.
You've not heard?
What?
Rohobot Property Limited is building Africa's first affordable luxury gated city here in Ghana.
You mean you don't know?
Did you know that and you didn't tell me?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I just bought my first luxury apartment at $27,500 US.
Just that?
Oh yeah.
Really?
We also have a 2-bedroom apartment, goes for $37,500 US. If you're a family person, you have a 3-bedroom apartment, goes for $49,500 US.
That's really affordable.
I know,
but
right?
what makes it luxury?
There's so many beautiful amenities. For example, you've got a swimming pool inside here. You've got a basketball court. This place has its own clinic. It has its own, supermarket.
Wow.
As if that's not enough, it's also Ghana's first apartment with steam bath and sauna.
That's really affordable luxury.
Right?
Since you've got yours, please, let me go and get mine.
Ghana for high sense domosibe bray. Netitu anya pomudi adwuma ye for. Corona yare baye. Woni ye diniye. Ye koso asrese. Abanse say odi egu akwam no. Ye nkoso na ye niso. Ye yie di entra. Se wo pe home appliances a efe na eche ne bo da form afa entwe power. You bia be kan bia oboa. Eno ane high sense. High sense niema eye direct from factory. Ya na ye nti yetimi promotion abrebia. High sense product abeto Ghana no. Eno na abeto Germany and America. Your fridge, air condition, TV, washing machine, gas cooker, blender, rice cooker, mobile phones, sound system, and the break keka home. Yema 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Yeniema no, ya tete so amamu save. Say here, no nose mask, no entry. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Madam, stop it!
Why?
This attitude of dumping rubbish anywhere in Ghana is a thing of the past.
Sorry.
We join Zoomline to declare we believe in Ghana. We believe as a nation we can make it if we try.
Believe that as a nation we can make it if we try. We believe in Ghana. We believe.
People are sending me texts about the surgeons all over, and I don't know the circumstances of the patient, but everyone seems to be interested in that part of the story and that video. Anyway, for lawyer Mesa, alias Bobo, commiserations from Xerox and Joe B, both of them also from Commonwealth Hall, but from Presec. Commonwealth Hall, yes, but from Presec. They say that Lawyer Mesa, I don't know whether he's on Good Morning Ghana tomorrow. If he is, please take him off. He can't make Good Morning Ghana tomorrow. He definitely can't. But I'm sure he can make News File on Saturday. Lawyer Mesa, have a very good evening. Okay, so we go straight to the Stonebwoy interview, and this we divided into two parts, so you're going to part one straight away. The first question I asked him was about his temper, and whether he gets angry or doesn't get angry. Then we moved into his music, and then we talked about Davido, and then we talked about politics in Ghana this year. He had a lot of interesting things to say. Thank you to the Stonebwoy team, to his entire family. They received us at their base yesterday. We spent several hours with him, chit-chatting, talking. He helped us to set up, and after the setup, he came, changed. We had such a great time with him. And after the interview, we had a lot to say. So here is the interview. This is Stonebwoy. Let me start with your personality, Stonebwoy. So,
yes, sir.
Are you temperamental? Is it that you can't tolerate other views, or you can't tolerate rubbish views? And, you know, because you know you do the right thing, you want to do the right thing, you see this guy is talking some rubbish. What's the thing about Stonebwoy and Temperament?
Thank you very much for asking. First and foremost, let me debunk this one, using this honorable platform to say that I'm not bipolar, neither am I temperamental in a negative way.
So they said you were bipolar?
I'm just adding that as well, because I heard it before, you know, we hear all sorts of things. The thing is, we all have tempers. If you don't have temper, I think something is missing with your formation as a human being. We need emotions. If you don't have emotions, there's minus. But the way in which we all communicate these emotions and tempers are always different. Just like the way we all have different faces, similar, and different faces. We might look similar, but everybody has a unique approach. But I think for a few months now, I believe then there's becoming a news of people trying to tag me with a certain kind of bad outlook, which is I'm temperamental, I'm quick-tempered, and I react, you know, just off head and all of that. It is absolutely wrong. you find out that I hardly come out to even address these things in the public eye, you know, because I mean, I know the role I play and I know who Stonebwoy is, you know, so I take it easy most often, sorry. But that's not the way. I may not come out every day to come and debunk these things, but on a platform like yours, those who have encountered me know how sweet and principled I am as a man.
But it's the principal part I'm interested in.
Yes, it's the principal part that I think...
So based on principle, will you slap some nonsense guy?
Repeat again.
Based on principle, will you slap some rubbish guy?
You use the word rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish guy. Yeah.
And first you use nonsense.
Yes.
So nonsense and rubbish is very difficult to deal with. You know, so I think it depends. But I'm not the slapper kind of. No. Yeah. Most often they say too much. They just jump ahead. I know they just want to make the news and all that. But no, I'll address it first and foremost, and I'll get the best out of it. You know, but I wouldn't sit here and say that I'm not the type who would not defend myself if I have to.
Defend yourself?
If I have to. Yeah.
That sort of takes me back to many months ago at the Dome. When you were leaving home that day for the event, this was, I think that event probably in the history of the VGMAs was the biggest, the most anticipated. It was the biggest.
Yeah.
When you were leaving home, what was going through your mind?
I was leaving home to the event with a very high expectation of, you know, adding up to the joy, to the fun, to make sure the event is one of the best, owing to the fact that it was the 20th anniversary. And I think per the industry, per the Ghana music, you know, calendar, I've played 10 years active of the 20 years. So I was nominated as Artist of the Decade. Yeah. And I say one thing every time, that is the year that I actually sat back and be like, whoa, have I done 10 years already? Wow. But I only feel like I'm starting anyway, so then I give thanks to God for bringing me this far. So that was my whole aura when I was going to that event. So I made sure I got the best of suit, customized from trousers to shoes, you know, like I always do. It has to be like that. So who knows, you know. Nonetheless, the Beam Nation is not a small nation, it's a big nation. So we all have ears on the ground, eyes on the ground, and we are all monitoring from social media and all these things, what is going on, what the anticipations will be, what not, from all the angles that people could think from. So we considered all of that, and actually was poised to be able to, you know, deal with such and such, however they approached us, because we all know that tensions were very, very, very high on the ground, where two of the biggest were supposed to be in that category or were supposed to be at that event that night. So what do? There's an intermediary which is supposed to be, or the referee which is supposed to be the awards people who have actually invited the two of us to come. So per protocols or per their standards, I got there, did the red carpet, got there, sat in my allocated seat with my team. I was observing the event until my name was called up to come and collect the award that I've won for the 5th time consecutive, you know, as a reggae dancehall artist of the year, and then the rest followed.
So right now, after that, there was reconciliation, you know, by Mr. Kofi Aban, very good effort by him, and all of that. What is the state of affairs right now? A ban was announced. Obviously, that hasn't affected your fan base at all, from what we have seen on social media, and globally, it hasn't affected your fan base at all. So, what has been going on since then?
Thank you. I'll pick it up from the reconciliation bits. I mean, I made it very clear that your platform is one that I respect so much that I would not leave any stone unturned, so that people can actually get the vibes. So I was called by Mr. Kofi Aban to pay a visit, and it was urgent. As one person that I respect a lot, having heard his name in clouds, I quickly rushed him. And so we vibed, and he was talking, because the news was all over, so he was advising me and was also laying his submissions. So we vibed, you know, only to be told by himself that, oh, the other team, he has spoken to the other team already, and it will be of joy, it will be a great deal if we spoke, or, you know, started from somewhere, because he also got to listen to the other party and listen to mine. And he realized that in the end, I mean, unity and peace is the way forward, so how do we do this? But he opened up and said, yeah, this is what he had, and I'm like, yeah, me, I don't really mind whatsoever. So only for the set team that has with them already to join in. So it was
right there,
like it was.
I see.
It was, that was how it all happened. So you just have to, you know, just.
Do you want to get back to the VGMAs?
It's not like, if you ask me if I want to get back to music.
No, you are always in music.
Exactly. So
yes.
That's all that matters.
Do you want the band to be lifted?
I think the VGMAs and everything that uses music, you know, falls under music. And if I've left music, then I would be worried, you know, to get back to music. As it stands now, I cannot say anything that I wish or will, because wishes are like horses anyway. You know, everybody could ride them, but the reality is what I think I'd love for us to address. But I don't have anything against the VGMAs at all. And I think the owners and those who run it know I do not. So the question should be that, do they want to get us back into their scheme? Then we can vibe. Because everything I've been doing so far hasn't diminished in any way. So I don't have the say. It's them that have the say if they want to use our image, our artistry, and our works on their scheme.
Do you, when you play the music, do you enjoy it yourself?
Yes,
the way I listen to your music and I can dance to it and I want it in my car. Yeah. Do you feel the same? Do you do that?
I'm always privileged to be the first one to be the first person to feel it before everybody else does.
And you enjoy it like the way we enjoy it?
I believe so. Very, very much.
So when you do original, you anticipate that this one is going to be a big hit. Absolutely. Or do you get surprises that you thought this was better than this one, but when it was released, people seem to like this one more than this one?
It does happen certain times where people like what you think and it's not going to be liked more than the other, which is right, because you can't always tell. But being in the business for a while, you should be able to anticipate a certain level of reception when you create these masterpieces. The story about all the hits that I've been able to churn out, and most especially the last one, which is Prayer Putu, is very interesting. How calculative I was and how it just came to pass like it was prophecy, you know, from the production side and the release side and everything. I see. And I don't know if you want me to share, but
yeah, you can please share with that. Yeah, we want the secrets. We want the secret. Tell us what. But this Putu, if I ask you to sing it now, would you be able to sing it the same way it is? You know, when we all sing it, we change it. Yes. You know, so they say it's tongue speaking,
which is what the song is definitely about. And I think it's one of the factors that excites people and fascinates them a lot every day when they listen.
I think it's very sophisticated. You know, I was telling my wife, because that's one of her favorite songs, that it's like abstract in art. Good. You know, when the artists, we didn't used to respect abstract. But now that's a big thing, because it shows the excessive creativity of the artist. He puts blue here, puts red here. You think he's joking, and then it turns out something. That's how your song is. It's like an abstract. Congratulations, it's a great song.
Thank you. I'm grateful you understand it the same way. Sometimes I can't explain it, but you know, it's just like a player who plays, and there's somebody behind on the field who can actually describe whatever the player is doing. But they are just doing it from, you know, as
the creativity and the talent. So give me a line of it.
I can definitely sing pray, you go better. Salemo.
No, that's easy. All of us can do that.
Okay, so I should sing
the ones that we don't remember.
The prayer part.
The prayer part.
It's just like asking Obofo if he can repeat a prayer tongue. So.
Yeah, but can you do that?
Like, so go down bodo zumbegere, Ampanamanama zimborobo, some potom pompe, potom pozingizigi, spak pete, potom.
Wow. What's happening with Davido? What was he here for?
I think David flew into town, and basically I didn't even really ask, but I think he came to just let go free off. But him and I have been in communication for a very long time. I say 5 years now. You know, he's been a good friend, but we've kept a lot of things on the low as, you know, as friends. So the opportunity was just very, very right, you know, to connect with him, you know, and then we churned out something really.
So have you done
really
music
amazing.
that we should be waiting for?
Yes, we've done the music and we've shot a video that's going to be released immediately. You know.
Where did you shoot the video?
In Ghana, here.
Which part of Ghana?
In the eastern region.
Oh, I see. So you had a lot of greens and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Eastern region specifically. We used some parts of Safari Valley. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So that promises to be a big one. So is it
Very
because is Davido a dancehall artist? He's not, is he?
Oh, but David is a very, very, very. I think for me, if you ask me, the #1 Afrobeat artist right now in the world, he's done a lot to.
So what's Afrobeat and what's dancehall?
Dancehall, we all know, is generated, or we know dancehall as a musical genre from Jamaica, you know, which inculcates high energy, lyrical, you know, with melodies and all. So you hear. I mean, you know the dancehall vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Beanie Man, kind of
Sean Paul, Bounty Killer, Buju Banton, Shabba Ranks, lots.
So it's not reggae.
But dancehall itself is like a sub-genre to reggae. So there's
and what's
like a fuse
Afrobeat
over there. Afrobeat is definitely African music, you know. African music, basically. That's how simple I can state how it is. Afrobeat is African music.
But it's not high life.
High life is also African music, isn't it? Exactly. But I think high life is more defined in a manner that is like it's more defined, but covers Ghana and probably the western hemisphere of Africa. Because when you go to the east, north, south, west, and central, they may have similar sounds but with a different name. But when the Afrobeat name comes to play, then it covers all of us, which is Afro is a short from Africa.
Yeah.
So the beats. So the beats from Africa. That's how I understand this name.
Afrobeat. So what you and Davido have done is Afrobeat and dancehall together, or is just Afrobeat?
It's Afrobeat and dancehall together. But the main, the rhythm is mainly Afrobeat as you find it, because there's a typical liner to a dancehall beat which can depict or define it when you pick one. You hear the tum 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 tum, you know, and you don't expect to pick a high life or an Afrobeat song and immediately begin to hear boom 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 boom, you know.
Yeah.
So you hear the that's so there are sounds that define, you know, or gives you a clue as to which song or which what that song is immediately. But
why did you call it Alonga Junction?
Alonga Junction is actually, I call it because at this juncture I'm recognizing, again, it's not like I never used to, I'm putting everything together in one pot where you find different sounds and different approach, you know, but it's all weaved into, you know, an African pot that even a white person, blue, black, no matter your no matter where you are, you can or where you're from, you can pick a song from that album and understand where I'm coming from as an African artist, you know, and still gives you that feel that you want.
Let's talk about the youth right now, and many million youth in Africa, and they have to get something out of the talents that people like you have. And And just looking around here, I can see how many people are working with you, and they may not have had a job, but for the fact that your talent has been realized, and there are many more talents like you that we have to put together. America is able to do that. What do you realize the main difference between an American 17-year-old and an African 17-year-old?
Say, an American 17-year-old, this is a big one, like it's an open one, and an African 17-year-old are all the same people. The differences might be that I'm not shifting all I'm going to say now is not like the good one is for the American or the bad one is for the African, but I'm just stating it openly. A 17-year-old me and a 17-year-old somebody born in America or in the West, we're the same. It's just the opportunities they get, the type of, even the climates that they live in, and the sort of understanding that, the cultural understanding that they have and the cultural understanding that we have, the privileges and the merit and the demerit. These are the things that, these and more are the things that make a youth, you know, wherever they are.
Can we make it better for our youth here?
Absolutely.
What should we do?
I think that, like you say, most of us are just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that most of us are not privileged here and there. When I visit the West most often, sometimes I thank God for shining light on me and bringing me this far, because I see people who were born there that I'm better off than, you know, far better off, and that has debunked the vibe that when you're born in the West as a youth, you have better opportunities and all than us that are born here. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It doesn't stay like that. You can have an African kid at the age of 17 who is a billionaire because of where they are, who they are, what homes they're born into, the privileges they have. It's not their fault. And you can have another American kid who has nothing. Vice versa, you can have an American kid who has... but on the average, we find out that there are certain things that, you know, our systems, our government, our societies can make better for us all, so that growing up as youths. But now I've come to even realize the fact that it has been broken down into races, where the black guy, 17-year-old black guy in America, doesn't have the same opportunities as a 17-year-old white guy in America. So the conversation just got broader.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Is your story possible to another young person?
Yes, please.
What must that young person hold? What two things must he hold key to be able to become like Stonebwoy? Given your circumstances, where you were born, where you were raised, what school you went to, is the Stonebwoy story, can it be replicated again and again and again?
Yeah, it can be replicated in several ways, but it would not have to be the same as mine. Probably better, you know, than mine, because if this is where I've been able to bring it to, somebody can also... And
what should they hold key? What are the principles they should hold key?
Determination and positive mindset. Everything, like they say, begins in the mind. If you want to make a car, it begins in your mind. You're like, okay, fine, I think there's a necessity for me to create a car.
When you say positive mindset, you mean that when you are hungry, you say that I'm not hungry?
That's not necessarily a positive mindset. That's different from being negative or a positive mind. You're hungry, it's a necessity. You have to find food to eat.
So what's positive mindset? I'm poor. I'm staying in Nima. I'm staying in Fadama. I'm staying in Mamobe, in Ashaiman. Yes, I'm poor. I'm in Ashaiman. Yeah, you say that I should have positive mindset. I should think I'm rich.
That's perfect. Sometimes, you know, I believe that when you see yourself, you look at yourself, you have to be very real to yourself and not live in denial, but having high hopes to use that one thing that works for you. Because in the end, I tell you what, God didn't create us in a way that you don't have nothing at all. There's always one thing that will work for you. At least if 9 has gone wrong, one is going to be there waiting on you. But now to identify those, or that single thing that will start to pave way for you, is what I take as being positive mindset. Where I come from in Ashaiman, wherever it is, everybody who knows me and knows my story, I was not, nobody looked at me like I was going to be Stonebwoy today. Only a few probably who at the time it would be like saying I'm a feeling, but this is what they feel. And I'm grateful to those who told me and said, Ube. I still remember one guy who was preaching on the road. I was coming from a studio from the dam site, and then he was preaching, you know, in the kettles, one key thing that is sold to all of us is hope. So I mean, the guy bumped into me and said, why I'm saying this is that many of these positive words are what have brought me here today. So I take it in and I envision myself to be that, I can. So if people see it and tell me, then realistically, I picked on those small opportunities that were actually working for me to continue to hit on that point and, you know, diversify and then keep moving from there. And this is where I am today. So if there are two things you can hold on to, the positive mindset is really important, because as a society, like as an impoverished society, I understand the levels. Some people are thinking about what they're going to drink today. Some people are thinking about what they can drink forever, starting from tomorrow. You know? So I didn't think about what I was going to eat today at the moment. Definitely I had a home, I had a family, I could sleep. If it was that I was thinking about just eating at home and finding some things in the area, I think I would have accomplished that. But I've always thought outside. I left home. 3 months, 4 months, you wouldn't see me. I'll be on the streets of Accra. I'm a Shyman boy. I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be roaming here. Because I had that vision and a positive mindset towards chasing this musical in it. So that's what I mean.
So did Ashaman make you tough? Or if I have to put it directly, did Ashaman make you violent?
Ashaman made me tough. The kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violence taken by force, you know.
Yeah, that's in the Bible.
Yeah, man. So, you know, basically I'm not a violent person, but I'm a tough person. And like
when you were growing up, did the big boys beat you up? Did they give you some knocks in Ashaman?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah. You have to actually have a big boy crew that would always have to train you, and you also have, it's a beautiful thing growing up in Ashaman. I'm not going to tell lies, and I will never trade it for anything, because it's taught me all that I could. Some of the principles that I use today in life is from growing in that city and an environment. So it made me tough, but not violent. I tell you, we're all tough people, strong people. In this journey, if you're not strong and tough, you know, you can go nowhere. And being tough doesn't necessarily mean just physical fight and all of that, you know. It goes beyond that, but sometimes when you hear tough, it's easily related to violence, but it's not so at all.
We're talking about the youth. Let's talk about politics now. It's politics time, and we'll be voting. Did you register to vote?
Yeah, it was all over. I mean, I think I took the step to go back into Ashaiman, where my how do they call it, constituency?
Your constituency is?
Yes.
So that's where you registered?
Yeah.
Have you voted there before?
Oh, yes. I never missed any vote.
So you keep an eye on politics and what politicians are telling us?
Yes, I do.
I see. Now, it's politics time, and the youth are, if you go to the rallies, the youth are the most people there.
Yeah.
If you go to when the presidential candidate is moving, the youth are the most people there. But these youth who are following the politician in election time, they follow Stonebwoy every day.
True.
So is Stonebwoy a politician?
If you have following and that makes you a politician, I'm not sure. It doesn't make you a politician, because we all know the differences. Most politicians are those who belong to political parties, you know, aiming to win power to assume government so they can do the most for a nation, for people. And I do not have to be a politician belonging to a political party, but I believe that as far as God has brought me, as a Beam Nation president, I have an opinion, and I influence a lot of minds and a lot of people from all aspects of life by my, you know, by through music and through being a model, you know, for them to emulate. But that doesn't make me a politician. But I think I do most of the things that a politician also does. Yeah.
Okay, you're president of BIM Nation. I want to be the information minister for BIM Nation.
Oh, you are welcome. This one you have to pay so that we can give the ghetto youth more money.
But your BIM Nation people, if they were to know that Stonebwoy will vote this way, most of them might vote that way.
Yeah.
Is it for that reason that you won't tell them how you will vote, or is it for that reason that you will tell them how you will vote?
For the fact that they would vote where I put my vote, most of them will not even hesitate because they already are following somebody whose ideals are like, okay, if he goes for A, we'll go for A because we trust that he's in the right path. Nonetheless, I think we have to be liberal enough for people to also exercise their own right and get to understand things at their own levels. You know, it's obvious that majority of us will toe the line of those we love and know that, oh, because they're doing this, we're also doing it. I think it shouldn't be because of that reason that somebody should vote, you know. They should also ascertain and analyze. This is how beautiful it is that I do not want to lead the people on in a political manner, you know, asking if I vote for party A, then you also have to vote for party A. You know, we are all, when it comes to that aspect, I would employ everybody to want to also sit, check, analyze, and know, okay, this is what is good for you by the manifestos of this party A, party B. Because in the end, guess what? We're all aiming, or those parties are all aiming to lead Ghanaians and us, and even BIM Nation within the nation, to get to an expected end.
So you won't endorse any party as such?
I will endorse ideals. I'll endorse models. I'll endorse, you know, like you guys say, things that are visible, things that, you know, can be done, things that should be done. Per my status, I would also support, you know, such processes or such, again, ideals to come to fruition, because I would believe that I'm not just a common member when it comes to these things, that our say also matters. So that I will, you know, and I think by so doing, you are either veering towards party A or party B.
For sure, and I'm going to put you in a small box right now, because for youth, education is important. Exactly. The MPP say free SHS is the biggest thing to have happened. That's the big deal for this election. Everybody look at it and vote for us. BIM Nation President, have you looked at free SHS? Is it a good thing?
Education is a good thing. You know, whoever brings it on has brought it for us, for everybody, for the people of Ghana, and that is what I stand by. So many of us have been able to enroll in schools because of free education. So that is not a thing that I would fight. If Party A brought it, and because I don't agree with the models of Party A, but their free education is all right, I can never be hip. I wouldn't do that.
But should that be the basis why people choose?
There should be more. I don't think it's just one, because it's just one thing that should make people vote, you know. But if you think, if you're saying right now that that's the thing that a particular party has done and is a key factor why, or that's what they're promoting for everybody to vote for them again, it's a good thing. But I think other sectors are also there that people would look at, you know, which would also give them a conclusion to where they have to finally put their votes. So it should be more than that. But whoever is going to get stuck on that alone to vote to is a positive thing, because that's what it's a good thing as education. So, you know, for me to vote, I'll look at more than just education also.
So would you be voting on December 7th, or you vote early? Because you may have to vote early, because if you show up at the polling station, all the BIM Nation guys from Fadama are going to, they hear that you are in Ashama.
Right now, I'm encouraging everybody to vote, because we have to all get involved.
Yeah, but there's early voting, which you can register for journalists and people like you. You can vote early.
Sure,
because I can assure you that if 7 December you show up in Ashama to vote,
the whole place
it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah. But either ways, I think if I'm going to be able to drive them to come out once they've registered to vote. If I'm going to have to do the late one to drive all these late comers
to come and register and to vote, yes.
Then
you do that.
I'll do it
then we can have a small rally there.
Have to vote.
Yeah.
So
because the good thing is on December 7th you can't wear party colors. You can't do any party thing. So it's better for you.
Then,
you can go there and use your image to drive people.
So December 7th, let me just announce it now so that we are stuck on that.
Yeah.
We can do a voting party.
In Ashama.
Yeah, let's come early. Let's all make sure it will be chaos kakra, but it's just to bring everybody out to vote. So you can vote, all those that have to do the early voting, the media, the journalists, the services, and all of that. You know, I think I want to skip my own to the last minute so that me and the last minute people
you're going to vote. And when they vote, no violence.
Go early if you're part of the early people. Make sure you do that as well. Yeah.
So you won't do a musical performance for a party on the December 5th, which is the last day of the last campaigning day. You won't do music at the rally. You won't do that.
What would that mean?
It will mean, or people will think, that you have endorsed that party that you are singing for on 5th of December. So
people, please, it doesn't mean so. It means that I'm a musician and I'm being hired for a service. Thank you.
Oh, that's it. So we just might see you doing something for an event, and you are saying we shouldn't interpret it to mean that you're going to vote for that party.
Today's date is 6th October.
Yes, correct.
So on the 6th, please, I'm saying this so that you
2
know
months
that
from now.
2 months from now, I know the people on that. I'm making it sound very soft, but I know Ghanaians are very political people, you know. But on the day any party who calls upon my services, it's actually even for the same people, for the people that I've been singing for every day or I've been with. So I'm putting it in their hands. If party A calls me to come and sing and party B calls me to come and sing, I'm a musician and I would love to sing for my people any day, anytime.
If both parties call you, would you choose? You have to choose one. Would you choose based on the commercial nature?
Commercial.
So how much will you charge on December 6th?
1,000 billion million. I'm kidding. That's like I'm just kidding. Pay me no mind.
Yeah.
I mean that will be taken care of by the business teams, and as you know, it's different. If this one makes a lot more financial sense, I think
because it's still part of your business.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
How do you make money, by the way? How does a business work? So we know Bim Nation is Stonebwoy, he's singing, but when you leave the stage or when you go to the studio and produce video, you've done something with Davido. How does the business part work?
It entails a lot. The business part goes from record labels to clearance to get the songs out. You know, like starting from having recorded a song with David, and as much as I did with all the superstars and even my fellow Ghanaian stars and all. The business part, to make money, you have to be able to sell music because we sell music anyway. That on the side, you have to be able to sell yourself as a brand, you know, get into a commercial space where you can be bought into. That is where I think the merchandising comes into place and all that concerning the brand. Outside of the brand, I think you can do all sorts of businesses just like a regular business person would do, provided you do have the capital and know-how and a team to handle. So these are
so what's this? So this is Boss Energy Drink.
This is Boss Energy Drink. This is
I see your photograph on it.
Exactly. This is also business with Belacqua Industries. So we're making the Boss Energy Drink, and it's the best energy drink so far in the country, no lies, you know. And this is part of it. So you can see my picture on there.
I can see that. So if I buy Boss and I drink, I'm buying the brand.
Exactly.
I'm being a Bim Nation guy.
Oh, not necessarily. You can be any kind of nation and still just drink the best. It's just like, you know, don't kill yourself because you are somewhere and this is the best and you are there. Come, drink.
That's really interesting. Musicians and actresses and celebrities, as they call them in Ghana, have become an item on Facebook where they call something beefing. So this one is attacking that one and this one is attacking that one. And the way they normally do it is they had a phone in front of them on iPad, they do a video. Sometimes they do it in
tree. Go on live, like
do it in tree, and then they are cutting each other big time.
Do they actually cut each other?
Who do they cut? What is that? How do you look at that?
The beefing thing has had me in that squad.
Yes, a little bit.
Thank you very much for adding a little bit. I'm really grateful. So it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they say, I believe that when you're cooking, you say this is the beef part again. If you're making soup, to get the soup, the palm nut soup complete, there's a need for fire to burn, some pepper to be somewhere. So I think all these ingredients make the industry.
Yeah.
But most of them are seen to be concocted, as in, oh, we planned to. And a few of them too. But I think I can speak from experience. The ones that I have been involved in, it was never planned. It's not like something was staged. It's all been real. So that tells you how...
So you were unhappy with the other person?
Maybe the other way around.
The other person was unhappy with you?
Yes.
Okay.
And there was a sticky situation. So I just want to touch base on the fact that majority things that, oh, we hear that.
Why would you Shada do that? Shada because you want views on
so
Facebook?
Some people Shada do it, which is right, and some people don't Shada do it. So speaking from my perspective, or things that are my experience, it has not been Shada do it. It has always been real.
So is it all okay with you and Batman Samini?
Oh yes, please. As far as I'm concerned, everything is okay.
And it's all okay with you? Yeah, okay, sorry about that. And it's all okay with you and Shatawale?
Yes, so. You see, I believe in one thing, which is very true. If I'm not okay with myself, you know what I mean? I can't be okay with a lot of people. Because they may just be standing somewhere and be innocent and just be doing that thing, and I'll rub it off on them. And I think a lot of times it has been rubbed off of me. And I have to just respond and find a way out. That is how natural my beefs have been. Like that thing climbed on your thing and you have to push it away.
Yeah. I saw a video of you on the social media in a Ferrari going to get a haircut in London.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. That's a real good video.
Real deal. I mean, there's a famous Ferrari, a pink Ferrari.
Yeah.
Which is owned by DJ Copy, a Nigerian DJ, who's a daughter of, we all know, so that's what I'm saying, a billionaire, Mr. Otedola. And she's a DJ and does music, so she's an artist, literally. So we did a song, and we had to fix.
So that's her Ferrari?
That's her Ferrari.
So she's the one in the video?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I hired her for an hour. She went to, drop me to get my head, to get things together to get the video done. So I'm a big deal, eh?
You are a very, very big deal. And an absolute big deal.
Shout out to Copy and all my Niger pussies.
Your next album coming out is the Davido one? That's
the next song. There are a couple of songs coming out, I believe. But the Davido one is like a hot one.
Are they coming this year?
By plan, I think I have one more or two more to release, which David one is part of before the year ends.
There's some young women in my home, my daughters and others. They sent me a text message when I told them I was coming to interview you. Let me forward it to you, and then please read them and give them the answers.
Ready.
Okay, so now you must have them.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so what did they say?
How old was he when he started singing?
Okay.
Like, I started singing from an early age, but I think they mean professionally, or
yes,
just
professionally.
When I started singing,
I'm sure professionally.
Professionally, there. I think VGMA says I've been here for
10 years.
10 years already.
10 years last year.
10 years
so
last
11
year.
now.
So 11 now plus the times before VGMA recognized me.
So a long time ago.
So that minus my age, I should be around 17 or 18.
17, okay. Yeah. What's the next?
Because I dropped some of my first radio songs when I was 18.
Okay.
Like officially. The other ones were about 17, 18, I was singing.
Great. What is the next question they say?
Next one says, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Yes, pet peeve, yeah. What do you dislike the most?
Push. When I was young, we used to have cats. Someone will say number 9, so he has a lot of cats. When when cats
yeah.
Sometimes they move to me money.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that was like.
That's murder.
Yeah.
You don't like that at all. Okay, that's good. Which other one?
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Yes. Do you have spare time?
Thank you very much. At this point in life, my spare time, I'll just sleep and go into my thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
I love to do that a lot. Sometimes I just text my fiancé, okay, Charlie, I'm just thinking.
You are philosophical.
Yeah,
I like to be alone and just to think.
Very much. I like to be alone. So in my spare time, I think that's what, if I think I do have some time to spare, I just lay back to rest from all the wahala and think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. What else do you have there?
It says, did you always have a dream to become a musician at a young age? That's interesting. The dream, like in reality, you know, when people say my dream, like they don't necessarily dream about it, but they just feel like it's a future goal that they want to achieve, so they call it a dream. The things I've always dreamt of becoming is an officer, is a military.
Oh, you wanted to be a military officer?
That's what I always dreamt of.
Me too.
Like if
that's why I'm interested in it.
I can have like a full hour on a mission and helicopters and jet fighters.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So I was like in a taekwondo class,
okay,
from all to yellow belt, rare. I was that kind of kid, you know. Tough from.
Do they still do taekwondo in Ghana?
I don't know how effective the judos and all.
Yeah.
I finished with taekwondo at a young age.
Yeah.
Went on to even do judo a little.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because you know a shy man, I be a hobby, you know. So, you know.
So that was your dream, military career.
Yeah, military career. But I've always sung. I've always been singing. I think, like, you know, those people who have always been the spark, you know, the light of anything. Like, even before I think the light shone on me to become like a, you know, in my community, in my environment, when I come in, everywhere is lit. Because we will sing, we will dance, so I think it got to a point where I'll say that I had to just keep all my focus on that, which has brought me here.
And that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
You're never going to be an ex-musician. You're going to be in music for a long time.
Even if as an ex, there's still musician over there. So it's just like being an ex.
Do you think of politics at say 50?
Which is, I mean, like you leave everything and now you're a politician. Isn't
Yes.
You see, I have visions. I have visions of serving, which I'm still serving because my whole life I'm serving people. If Stonebwoy don't release music, I mean, some people might get furious. They might march up to my house and say, "Hey, drop that music," you know. But I think to a larger extent, it serves people. It takes people out of their sadness, you know. Sometimes the music makes you sad because it reminds you of something.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm still serving people in all capacities. I have a foundation which is a team of myself and a few people, and they just did a donation. She Loves Stonebwoy, Haji Amodi, and I. She's part of a strong member of the foundation, so we get to raise funds to do certain things. I think last time in the news we raised some funds and we got a car for Ajikot and a former music producer in Ghana, and pay bills of people. You know, yesterday a guy had an accident before and his situation was, you know, so I'm always serving people the best way I can. So if I may have to assume a political position to serve them, it will be difficult a little because then there's a divide.
Well, but you can run as independent candidates of a shaman. Bobby Wine in Uganda is doing that. He's running politics and all that.
Yeah,
you
but
can do that.
Me, I think I understand my space enough to know that being an independent is somewhat a waste of time. Because, hey, sorry, not to say to disrespect any independent candidate, but I'm talking this for myself. I may have to, if there's a ship already going, I mean,
it's better to join them.
Join one ship and then also add something to what you want to add up. So in my opinion, it might sound very somewhere. You might think being an independent candidate will survive. But in this Ghana here we are, and I love to say the truth, you have to join ways. You have to be a part of the foundations that have already been built to also do yours. And that is where it will be difficult for
you to go one way or the other.
Because it's not going one way or the other, it's not the problem. The problem is now with all these masses that you have independently served, Now you're going to have to be on one ship to serve them, and that is where the understanding becomes very difficult. Because somebody loves you, but for the canoe that you are on to serve them, that canoe, for some sentimental reasons, which is the majority of
our people,
right.
he doesn't want it.
So
okay.
I wouldn't
do you
mind,
like football?
But, yeah.
Which club do you like?
Right now, no, the Arsenal, be Arsenal. I think Arsenal because Partey just signed. Me, I'm that.
The Partey signing has reinvigorated Ghanaian support for Arsenal in a very, very big way, which is great.
My support for Partey has been solid from time. So,
but he's a great footballer.
To Arsenal now, I think, But I don't have a favorite team, which I'm being honest. Maybe when I'm playing PS, I'll use something and play. But I love football, irrespective. It was when I lost the ability to play football that I couldn't follow football like but I still love it because my kid brother plays anyways.
Oh, he plays football?
Yeah.
He's a good footballer?
Yeah.
I see.
So watch out is a thing I'm saying. If God permits,
he may become something big.
For one guy, my brother.
That's Stonebwoy in football, the other Stonebwoy.
Yes, and he looks like me too, so you might be confusing.
You don't like Asante Kotoko?
I love Asante Kotoko, I love House of Folk, I love Ghana.
No, you can't love Asante Kotoko.
You see, at this position that I am in, it is Ghana against the world.
I see.
For me, it's Ghana.
So you love the Black Stars?
Hey!
Wow.
The video shoot, he wore a Black Star jersey. You know, I had to do, and I wore the green, white, green. At this juncture, it's Ghana against the world. You have to support one papa.
Not many musicians of your caliber, global expertise, will appear when you appear and they have a wedding ring. Yeah. How do you do that? How do you keep family with all this heavy schedule, family, all these different kinds of people, men, women? You know, how do you do that?
If they are not married, they don't have to wear a wedding band.
I know, but they don't. Even when they are married, sometimes they don't say anything about family. But everyone knows you are married.
I'll respect everybody's opinion. Some people will wear the ring on the right wedding and have one over there already. You know, I love rings anyway. Sorry,
yes, it's beautiful.
I won't judge anybody. I cannot. It's not like I won't. If I won't, it is like I should, and I cannot because I can only speak for myself. But I'm grateful that it comes across that you guys are spotted. And if you're saying it as a person of the caliber, it is. I'm married, been married for 3 years now with 2 kids. And if this is not even to show the world that I'm married or put it in their faces, I think culturally we have all grown into a system where you have to do this, do that, and put a band on your finger to show that you're married. So I think I've fallen for that also. But that not being the most reason, I'm proud of what I have become today, and this also probably, to a large extent, puts respect on the fact that there's a woman at home, where every woman deserves that high level of respect, irrespective. So I'm always super proud too.
Does your family live in Ghana?
Yes, please. My family does.
So when you travel all over the world, are you able to sometimes go with your wife or?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're able to.
She's free. She's also busy in her field. Very, very busy. Taking care of a lot of things too. Yeah. So she does not always have the time to follow up. So
does she look at social media and get angry with some people who are attacking the BIM Nation?
Yeah.
You tell her to ignore it?
And she tells me to ignore it sometimes too.
Oh, I see.
Because every day is a new thing. And there are so many things that the masses don't like. For instance, when that boy came out and said that I beat him or something, and I had no idea about it. When we found out, she's like, we were all worried.
You didn't know him?
We were all worried. We get there. So I will tell you, oh, chill, it's nothing. And then she would be like, okay, what are we? And the boy came out the next day to say, I didn't touch him, nothing. I was the one who even saved him. And all these things does happen. So it gets there. But I think I should be used to it already. But you can't be anyway because you're human. Yeah. I mean, it's just like getting satisfaction off of the eggplant you ate yesterday. So I can't say that I'm used to already. Every day comes in a different way. So we're still dealing with it. But she has been super supportive. Not she alone, the whole family. They get affected the most when anything is going wrong or when there's a thing of concern.
Was she in the conference center at the VGMA event night?
No.
Oh, she wasn't?
No, she wasn't. Not that.
So she was watching on TV?
Yeah, she was watching.
She must have been frantic after the television went off.
Yeah.
You know that coverage was interrupted for 10 minutes, and the phones were ringing.
What's happening?
What did you do? Did you call her immediately and say, I'm fine, I'm coming home?
I don't really remember what I did immediately, but I think my phone was not even on me. It was when everything was chilled and I stayed in after, and then the show was called to an end and they couldn't announce the winner because it was me anyway.
It was you for the artist of the decade? You are sure?
No, artist of the year.
Oh, the artist of the year.
Yeah,
that was you?
Yeah, it was.
How do you know that? They didn't tell us.
From backstage, you know, they bring and.
Oh no, I don't know whether I believe you on this one.
Yeah, but I am saying it. Yeah.
I see.
So
I
it was
see.
not announced.
It was not announced. No.
And then we all nicely went home. That was when I got hold of my phone somehow wherever I was coming from. But wifey has always been. She's always there. She's always seeing Wagwan and the whole family. But I think to add up, that event had actually added some hype to our thing as Ghanaians. It's brought a lot of attention to the Ghana music scene.
The BBC covered the story, yeah.
And even some Dubai and Asian people wrote stories. I had my pictures on there. One thing my mother always tells me is that there's always good out of bad and there's bad out of good. So either ways, you just have to stand well to direct it for a better game. So that has brought out, that same thing has brought about that high publicity. And you guys saw me and Shatta in a healthy banter at the Assassin Sound Clash, which also drew a lot of attention onto the genre, which is the reggae and dancehall with Afrobeat skill. And I think from there, a lot of energy has been pumped into the music scene. So you don't only just have to look at it from one side. The positive side, that little one that is there remaining, is what we always have to take to build up upon.
But you guys have done well for the brand of dancehall, because we thought high life and all of those things. When you were growing up, who was your favorite Ghanaian musician?
Growing up, I think my mother, I say this every time, they call me Ajwa Yankee. Because when they say Ajwa Yankee, they say I will be dancing. So when some of my aunties would call me Ajwa Yankee at the age of 10, 12, I was like, why are you? And say, Fio, oh, son, I was Ajwa Yankee. The one who said, Ajwa Yankee, you know.
Oh, I see.
So I think on that level, but growing up knowing more than that, I've always been a huge fan and I love high life. High life is the foundation of whatever we're doing, like I always say. So I'm grateful to, that's why I did Sobolo.
Yeah.
You know, and I carved it so well so that people know that, listen, I could be a dancehall reggae artist, but once I'm blessed, privileged to be one that carries a lot of talent, I can venture into all sorts. And Sobolo, it's a huge hit.
It is.
Some people even think the whole songs belong to how do you call him? Dr. Pabubu.
Yeah.
But because they don't, it's, you know, I only gave that. I was actually inspired by the fact that there was a need to reiterate and make people know that high life still does exist.
I like what you say, because you know when Reggie Rockstone became, he did something with Chen Chen Bie Dimeo.
Yes.
He sort of redid it and then he put himself in it, and it was great. Would you be doing something like that? Pick an old high life music and then, you know, put a Stonebwoy flavor in it. Is that possible?
Okay, I could try that as well. Unlike the Sobole, it was a new song.
Sobole is original.
Song,
yeah, it's original, really nice.
But I only capped that as I even said it wrongly on the record. And then when I was doing the live version, somebody, my drummer, hey, Lovelace, big up yourself. He corrected me and said, hey, Osobroche.
So how do you say it? What's the line?
It's Osobroche many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or don't see me when
but I sang it differently as well. But that phrase and all, I think needs the proper credit to be given to, you know, which is another way of selling ourselves and culture as well, so that it doesn't become that we have adopted somebody else's culture, which is a dancehall, reggae, whatever. But to a large extent, we're all Africans before anything else.
Do you want to be Ghana Music Awards, Ghana, the industry? What am I saying?
Musica.
Musica. President of Musica.
What does it take to become a president?
You have to present yourself for an election. You have to be voted for or voted against. And then you become Musica president.
As at now, there's so much going on in that space that I can't just get up to say yes, I want to be calm, like just because you can say that you want to be calm, owing to the fact that you are here and you can get there. But I think I would still be doing what I can do off bench until the time comes, if I have to assume, because it will get to a point where we cannot be leaving all these things to, we will also become the older generation, and so have to assume certain offices to be able to use our expertise to direct things in another way. That I'm up for any day. But as at now, I'm on the bench. I'll continue to do the things that I can so that when it gets there, it's easier.
I see. Okay. What's your last word before you show us your studios? People are eager to see where the action happens.
It's like, I think first of all, this is like my small,
smaller
I
studio.
call it small office that I do everything at. What I can say is that it's an election year first and foremost. We need peace. All that is happening in the Volta region, I'm not happy about, because I'm 100% Voltarian who has his roots inside of Togo and beyond, you know.
So you are both Togolese and Ghanaian?
I don't have a dual passport that says that, but I'm a Ghanaian, but I know my roots and I know where it's all, you know, irrespective of, you know, the whole African story and all. I'm not happy about these people getting up to. We can always address our grievances in a better manner than violence, you know, except it's highly necessary for us to defend ourselves, you know. So I beg my people in the Volta, because I call that ye me anil. Ta maganeba amaru na chuba yo ujrena. Ushana na bag blanamio. Mon konu yom na mio. Komiaga no mala manu. Na mabubu dobano no mo na tapana glado no vaneba miawe mie sango mo ha. Marakukunami.
Marakukunami. Oh, that's all what you said mean.
Means that I beg them, we shouldn't allow any intruder. You know, like already the Voltarians are being tagged already. I mean, I speak it the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, are tagged with some kind of vibes already. So we beg them. We don't want to continue to have such bad names. And I know it goes a very long way to affect generations even after us. Because once that mindset is key, people would carry it along. Tari, Togoland, we're all Africans, we're all Ghanaians, first and foremost. You know, don't be angry with my submission of peace, because in peace we can all understand each other. Even if you have a right, if you have a say, and Togoland belongs to you, let us have an amicable dialogue to give you your Togoland or keep it.
Yeah.
But for the fact that we have to take lives and fight and burn properties, state properties and all, please, it will affect more lives and put us in danger. You know, we need peace. You know, 2020 has been an amazing and interesting year. We had January, February, Corona, and we're going to December. So let's take it easy.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful peace message. Yeah, okay, so let's see your studios now. Let's go and see Stonebwoy studio. And this is going to be an exciting tour of Stonebwoy studio. Forgive me about my voice and all that, but you see, he takes us into his studio and it's quite beautiful. Let's join the trip now to Stonebwoy's studio.
Elections 2020 campaign time is here. Honorable, your people must know your mission. Your people must hear your message. Your people would vote. Appointed Time Printing is offering you a wide range of printing solutions. Design and print your quality campaign t-shirts, polo shirts, posters, banners, stickers, scarves, nose mask, aprons, campaign flags, billboards and vehicle brandings at very competitive prices, and we deliver on time at your doorstep, free within Accra and Tema. We also offer studio services. Take pictures, create designs and print for you. At appointed time, we partner you to victory. Order now. Contact us on 050-145-4165 or 050-145-4167. We are located at the old GNTC building near Kingsway, Accra. Follow us on social media at Appointed Time GH. Victory 2020. Go for it!
From a humble beginning, we believed we will develop the capacity to make Ghana clean. From manual machines to now high-tech equipment, we believe in Ghana. From a little office to an institution with 12 subsidiaries, we still believe in Ghana. We clean, we sweep, we disinfect because we believe in Ghana. We at Zoom Lion, we join the chiefs and the religious leaders, including every Ghanaian, to say we believe we can make it if we try.
We believe that as a nation we can make it if we try. We believe in Ghana. We believe.
Oh, what? Why are you running? You're almost knocking me down.
You've not heard?
What?
Rehoboth Property Limited is building Africa's first affordable luxury gated city here in Ghana.
You mean you don't know?
Did you know that and you didn't
tell me? Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I just bought my first luxury apartment at $27,500 US.
Just that?
Oh yeah.
Really?
We also have a 2-bedroom apartment, goes for $37,500 US. If you're a family person, you have a 3-bedroom apartment, goes for $49,500 US.
That's really affordable.
I know,
but
right?
what makes it luxury?
There's so many beautiful amenities. For example, you've got a swimming pool inside here, you've got a basketball court. This place has its own clinic. It has its own, supermarket.
Wow.
As if that's not enough, it's also Ghana's first apartment with steam bath and sauna.
That's really affordable luxury.
Right?
Since you've got yours, please, let me go and get mine.
Lose control. Let me lose it. Girl, your body so juicy. I never lose it. Anybody never lose it.
Okay, reduce your sound small for us.
Yes.
So how was the interview? How do you find it?
Like I said from the beginning, it's a huge platform, honestly speaking, and I know the audience are very, very enlightened.
Yeah.
And is a discerning, high class. That brought me a little bit of nervousness, but
But you were cool, and you are truthful. I mean, that's what I get. You are very truthful. Is that your hallmark?
Very honest.
Is that from Ashama?
Absolutely.
Truth.
Because in the street, like somebody could be like, okay, like as boys as growing up here, when we go to the bush to go and probably get some mangoes or stuff, like we can have a whole movie in and out. We can fight like 3 times and make up at the same time, and nobody's holding anything up in their hearts.
Yeah.
It's all like real and
so
natural.
truth and honesty is one of the values.
Please.
Yeah, that's cool. So what do you do here? You come and sort of...
Yeah, this is like an outer house, like so I leave everything up there and I decided to be in this cool place. So this is like my small office. I have a place that I'm building up, a proper big studio that can accommodate people. Like the mindset is to have like a housing and a studio as well, and a chill spot as well. So
cool.
All the facilities. So that would probably be a spot where I can have international people come through, even the local people, like a weekender, like a weekend home, but it's purposely for recording. Which will accommodate.
So full multi-purpose.
Yeah, that's going on. But in the home, you have to still have a space to work.
So every song that you have played is on this computer here.
Not every.
So if I say I want to hear 2, you can play for me now.
Yes, I will
play it. Let's see.
There you go.
Yeah. Why? Samputuma putu, samputuma peke, samputama suku, mandela na deshe. Whatever,
Oh yeah. But I also like original. You know,
Most original.
Yeah, do you have it here?
Yes,
I like the vibes. I like the vibes of that one. Many people like it. When you go to the bar and they play sort of soothing music. Wow. Really, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, with Sean Paul, right?
You did that with Sean Paul?
Yes, please.
Oh wow.
The most original, is it?
Yeah, the most original. Yeah.
That one original. Yeah.
Original to an original heartbeat, girls that don't know all of the next girl. Prefix that don't know it's Stonebwoy. Alongside Sharpwell.
You are the beat of my heart. Want to the move. So every and any. These days, you know, like softwares have taken the places of all these gigantic machines that you would have to. Once you're able to, you know. Technology has made it such that people are, you know, recreating the hardwares into softwares. So once you have a capacity that can accommodate them, and you're good. You can have a whole studio.
So if my voice is not originally very good for music, if I sing in the studio, will it change it? Will it make it better?
You want to try something?
No, my voice is not good. No,
you want to try something. So it's by experience.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's see.
You can try a word or two.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways we can, because definitely as I speak, we can treat vocals. You just want to say something.
Yeah.
And then I'll have it done. You can say something.
Okay, so I wear this, right?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Lose control.
You can say something.
Okay, so I should just say anything?
Yeah.
Like put a rhythm together?
You want to
whether gospel or anything?
You should get close to the mic.
Yeah, oh, okay. So let me
sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's cool. So it's fine like that, close to the mic. Okay.
Yeah.
Father, lead me day by day, ever in thine own true way. Teach me to be pure and true. Show me what I ought to do.
Thank you. So let's see how that sounds.
Let's see
how that sounds.
So you're going to treat it before?
I'm just going to play it so you hear what you do.
Okay. Wow. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you should. And you will be answer.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool. So it's fine like that, close to the mic. Okay. Father, lead me day by day, ever in thine own true way.
I know you do voiceovers, so you are
conversant with the recording. Teach me to be pure and true. Show me what I ought to do.
Thank you. So you see, there's some some plugins that have been applied onto the channels, so you didn't get your voice so raw as it came. There's a reverb, there's a delay, there's an EQ, there's noise gate, all these things.
Play it again, let me hear. It's probably better than ever in thine own true way.
So like, it was initially, you see all these spaces would have been filled with equipments that will be connected all to the mixer and all, and those ones will be doing individual jobs, just as these plugins are doing. You know, so you have to buy the softwares and install them and be able to manipulate them. So it makes it easier to be able to
That's
travel.
very sophisticated. I mean, it is a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. You see the interface. You have to.
So this is not the days of 1960s where we do the palm wine music and we just sing. This is processing music.
Yes, I think it has always been complicated at different levels, you know, because at the time you hardly even saw what a studio looked like, and there were machines and people were doing things. It's just like these days, technology surely has cut down a lot of manpower jobs and taken off a lot of hardware stuff and made them software. Gone were those days. Music was so dependently on CDs, physical CDs. Now that has cut down so much so that we sell these songs online. So everything is moving to
cool.
And even as you know now, by the help of Corona, they're trying to take all of us into that virtual world. You know, It makes it easy. It helps to create with small things. You don't need like too many things.
So it means the artists also need money. You need to spend money around the work.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Constantly, it does. That's how come artists don't come out about cheap. You know, when you hire our services, it has to be an arm and a leg in most.
Because you have to retool this equipment cases, and all that.
To aside the equipment, the managing your in and out is not as easy as jumping in a car by yourself and going out. There's supposed to be all forms, all sorts of communications through because as I sit here, I'm somebody's you know, the least is that somebody loves Stonebwoy so much so that if it gets hurt, they are hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
many people.
Okay. You know, and as such, management, you know, it takes a lot. So that's how come, eh? So it's not when you call Stonebwoy to even do a friendly endorsement, it becomes like Otchere on one. I said, there are so many things we have given up, you know, even our lives, to be able to continue to do what we always do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who would you like to say thank you to? Well, your wife, you said that already,
much.
But who would you like to say?
I'll say a very big thank you to surely my wife, my families, the whole Beam Nation crew. It will be very difficult to mention everybody's name, but look into my eyes, I'm being honest, feel it in your heart. If you know and trust that you belong to a part of us, you know it, and I feel it too. Most importantly, big ups to the security team, the management, same way, both abroad and here. Those names I'll keep in the back because of obvious reasons, but there are some people I love to acknowledge. Big respect to Aisha Modi, respect to Obofo himself. You know, these are people that always keep
you friends with Reverend Obofo?
Yes, always keep me up in prayers, always care about me, you know, from my wife. Like, it's gotten to a point where, I mean, I think I'm very special to many people, and especially him. You know, big respect to everybody who's giving me a word of advice, and I know that even everybody I'm doing businesses with, and I'm super grateful. I don't want to forget anybody who does really matters, but I know that I have you at heart. You know, big respect. I love you so much. All the Beam Nation crew, you know, the different sects of Beam Nation worldwide, from north to east, west, south, central. I see all of you. Thank you so very much. Let the dream continue. Let the fight continue.
What would you like to say to President John Dramani Mahama and President Nana Akufo-Addo? One of them is going to be president again.
Yes, but both of them have been presidents before.
Yes.
So there's always a foundation to, however, they are not new to the presidency. But I believe that they have newer ideas via experience how they should do things to help the country. I am a very huge fan of Ghana, and I belong to Ghana. I can't go anywhere. So anybody that leads Ghana, I am a huge fan of automatically, and I'll give my respect. Just like even the Bible says that we should obey the powers that be somewhere. The Bible somewhere in Matthew, somewhere. Yeah. So I have, and as a believer, I have that responsibility too. Some say form of another, some say attacking me.
Yeah.
I think we've heard it before when President Mahama was attacking me and formal. So I will vote owing to the things that I know, and I beg of you to also keep your eyes on the ground. Don't listen to hearsays. There's internet. We have access to information to find out what they have done, what they will be doing. You know, so go out there, fish out for those informations, and know where to put your vote. See? Don't let them tell us. Anybody that comes up with any kind of vibe, just check out, because they want to do it for you. So if you don't know, then it's your fault. Thank you so very much. We love you all. Stonebwoy. See? Say you be the beat of my heart. Want you to know, say me coulda never part with you. Yeah, you don't know you're in tune to Good Evening Ghana with the honorable, most honorable Mr. Paul Adom Otchere. You don't know. Keep it in. Don't log off. Yeah, the channel is here. Let it stay. Boom. Bless.
I hope you liked it. Congratulations to Presec or Dadie, 6 times winners of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Thanks for watching. Good night.